Hey guys, so the buff for Tachanka just came out, and I'm going to tell you everything that's good about it and bad about it. So, first off, I'm going to start off with gameplay that I was doing last night before the update came in the morning. So far, this shield, in my opinion, it's kind of cool, but there's so many bad things about it that it might not be useful to some of you guys who used to use Tachanka a lot like me. Now it's a struggle to actually find a match where you can actually use him, since everybody wants to use this guy because he's the one that got buffed the most out of any other operator. So, what the thing is that the gun that we had before, it's not the same as the new one that we have. As you can see in the gameplay that you're watching now, the gun, I can see perfectly clear, I can see multiple angles, and it's accurate as hell. The only thing about it is that you were vulnerable. That's the thing that they wanted to change. You were too vulnerable when you played as Tachanka, and that's what they wanted to change. Though, I said this before, I never wanted a buff for this guy because he was perfectly fine in my opinion. But again, you have multiple people in the community who always wants a change in the game or change to some operator because it's not up to par with what they actually wanted. So pretty much, again, you're watching gameplay from last night. It will transition to the newer one in just a second. Well, actually, after a few clips or so. But pretty much, the shield is so obscuring that it's kind of laughable. Of course, it's compared to Blackbeard's shield, since Blackbeard is technically useless. As of right now, nobody can counter Tachanka that I know of, besides someone with frag grenades or even Ash, I guess. But even then, Ash would probably end up wasting her breaching round trying to get into the objective room somehow, or something like that. Frag grenades usually are just thrown and countered by Jaeger, but as of right now, I don't think anybody can counter Tachanka. That's what I loved about him, since no one can counter him besides frag grenades and kind of Ash. Now, he's technically a Blackbeard. As you guys all know, Blackbeard was absolutely broken when he first came out, having a shield with 800 HP. Now he's been nerfed to a... well, actually, rendered down to mostly useless, honestly. The gameplay you're seeing right now is the shield. So, as you can see from the transition from the old gameplay to the new one, what is different? Well, as you can see, you can make the impregnable fortress. I placed down my shield, this other guy placed down a shield. And look at how obscuring it is. Look at, like, I can barely see the left and right. And there's just so many metallic pieces blocking my angles that the best way to use this thing is if you have 3 doors. The window and the doors have to be on the left and right. The window has to be in the front or something, because if not, you're not going to be able to see them. If somebody's crouched or prone, you're going to die because, like, look, I can't even see the doorway. Can you even see the doorway? Because I can't. On the bottom, if someone was a prone, I would not see them. That's the one problem with this shield. I know they wanted to have like an old look to it to, you know, make it Tachanka and his bio, since he always likes using antique weapons and whatnot. They go with this metallic look to it. Again, the problem with that is that it's so obscuring. It's kind of laughable. The other thing about it, it is highly inaccurate. This is probably one of the most inaccurate weapons in the game, though you can still manage. And it's a huge change because I'm so used to the recoil from the old gun that I want the old gun back, because this recoil on this gun is absolutely fucking insane, honestly. Look at the rise in that. It's insane. And honestly, I feel like a bitch using him, honestly, because look at this setup I have right now. I have the shield to my right and shield to my left. Those are the only 2 doors I can come from, and then the window to the right, though they would still miss because of the metal bars. And then I have the hole in the wall. As you can see, I'm holding down multiple angles by staring not at the actual angle that I'm supposed to defend. You see I have the door on my left and the door to my right on both of the big shields. He tries and peeks and he's dead. Alright, well, we have one person left. He tries to take some pot shots at me. I try and spray. He makes a break for it. He makes a break for it again, and dead. It's a huge change from the Tachanka, and honestly, as you can see, Pulse, I actually found somebody named Tachanka. Yes, I did rush to get Tachanka, but I mean, it was kind of cool to see that somebody with Tachanka was in here. But yeah, the huge recoil in the gun is absolutely insane. Towards the end of the video, I'll break down the recoil that I found the best way to manage. Honestly, there's a few things that are wrong with it. The gun, again, I'll get to that in just a second. It's still the same, high damage. I think the deployment time is still the same, honestly, comparing it to the old footage and then the new one. I think it's still the same. They just kind of sped it up. But no, you could still use them the same way as before. Again, the only problem is that the shield is really obscuring. Though it looks awesome. I love how I wanted to go with a shield. I know that it was a long time ago. I remember someone saying, "Oh, there was a shield on TACHANKA'S gun," in like a picture or something like that. And we actually finally got one. So, again, I did not want any type of buff with him. I thought TACHANKA was perfectly fine before. But, I mean, like I said, people need to have a change. So, I'm loading up a custom game here. And as you can see, that it's pretty much the same animation. It's just, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit quicker, as you can see right here. You place down the gun. You pull down the shield, you lift it up, grab the mag out of the box, and put it on the gun. And, again, it's still the same. There's no difference with anything. And then, of course, you have Lord in Russian on both sides of the gun, just because of the meme and the community and whatnot. And then the animation for taking it down, I do like it. You kind of, like, punch the shield back down. Though there is a kind of an issue with it, I want to say. And you'll see right here, again, I'm just showing you guys again that the animation is pretty much the same. You guys can compare the animation from the new one to the old one. It's still kind of the same in my opinion. There's just one thing with it, and that is, well, when you shoot it, it's not that strong of a shield. I took it out with one mag from the PMM, though. That is a strong pistol, though. But look it, the animation is still the same. It's like there's an invisible shield still on the gun. I don't know why we had. See, I pulled down the shield. There's no shield there, so I don't know why they have that. They should kind of get rid of that. They can have the new animation, which of course is the one where you punch the shield down, and when the shield breaks, it should just switch back to the old animation and just have it slowed down like to what they had before. Recoil with this gun, it just flies up in the air, as you can see right here. Tap firing is almost useless, but if you try and tap fire just one round, there's still a lot of recoil. Now the only way to counter it is just to kind of pull down on the stick. I don't know, maybe you guys like to change, you guys can let me know. Me personally, I'm trying to get used to it and find games that I can play the TACHANKA, but you guys can let me know. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.